with all that drinking, I'll be needing to shut that down shortly for, you know, should we say other reasons. So we'll chisel this in. I don't think I need my glove. This will be a quickie. Well, actually, you know what, I should. Because there's going to be more than what I'm doing here with this chiseling. Because while we're at it, let's get our pencil. I might kind of like that. Well, we might have, we may or we may, I think if I have buckles on the shoe, it'll be painted. I'm certainly not going to commit too much to that. You know, I need to straighten the feet out a little better now while we're at it. And I want them to scoop up. So you do a stab. In other words, you move the knife forward or back. That's where you hear that chatter. You're hearing that chatter. You can take a chisel if you wish. Take off some of the toes here. Okay, I think we can mess with it a little later. I'll take a little bit off here. And we'll adjust later. Pencil. So he's got... let's do this. Because I need a pencil. That's why I need a little bit of cleaning up here. Careful I don't cut too much and get into my brand new glove there, actually. Okay, it's going to be kind of like this. Still in. Okay, now what's going to happen is that the legs are going to be inside the shoe and the pantaloons here. We'll start rounding it first and then we'll shape it a little later. Starting to round. Now I'm going to cut in a little bit like this is what the plan is. If I can remember, and then leave this alone but then come down. See a little bit of ankle or a little showing a little bit of ankle. And again, we will do some more detailing, and this is gonna come in a little bit. I'll do the same thing on the other side. As I get this out of there. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit here, a lot more down here. Same with on the inside. Same on here. And then I gotta trim this a little bit this way for the ankle. I was thinking about that while I'm doing this side. Oh yeah, that's still got more to trim. Okay. Okay, again, we'll clean and shape later. We're getting there. I think we are getting ready for the details. Let me come back up again, clean this up. Let's do the detail of the hat while we're at it, since we already did a set of buckles. Now here's the thing that's a little difficult about the Pilgrim hat and putting the buckle is the tendency is, and I'm going to keep with the tendency because it's a lot easier this way, I'll put the buckle in. It's still off center a little bit there. Now, when you put the buckle in like this, maybe I should show you, and then of course let's put the, I always like to put the belt in, but see if you put the belt in, go down, all the way down, and then the belt will come around like you did in the front. But see, I don't want to have the buckle come up and then the band is in the belt is in the center there. I like to have it come all the way down on the hat, and I don't have to futz with it. Nobody really pays attention to that anyways. See, the buckle should be more up, so see that where the top is here, you should see the bottom, but in fact, what sometimes I've done is come up and actually did put the bottom, a little bit of the bottom in, but then I just kept the belt right at the bottom of the hat brim. Where are we? Remember, we got to cut this at an angle. Head tilted. Where are we? Okay. Alrighty, folks. Get the belt buckle in. Wait, hold on. I just gotta adjust my seat here. Get some blood circulating to the brain down there. All right. Sometimes you can just up and put your cut marks, your cut mark in. What do you call it? The stop cut. But sometimes I just go right on the chisel, one of the two. So see what I'm going to do is in the back here, I'm going to cut down to the buckle. I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning on that buckle there. And I'm going to cut down here, but I don't want to go too far up because the hat needs to go back. I'm going to do the cut later, stop cut later, whatever I just feel like doing at the time. Just bring the belt out a little more here. And like I said, the buckle has to be higher than the belt. Same with in here. Buckle must be higher than the belt. Okay, I'm going to get to the point where I think the hat is, other than a little bit of adjustment and cleaning up, I'm pretty well somewhat happy with the hat. I'll work with some more. I think I might need to trim just a little bit of this. And maybe a little bit in the back, but I'll trim it later. Let's do the face a little. No, I don't. I'll do the face a little later because I don't have my specs. I got to reach for my specs. What do I call those? Not specs. What do you call them? Put on your head and okay, let's straighten this out a little bit here. Now, sorry, I was thinking again, and I think I still like what we got here, where the hand is going to come around. Remember, it's at an angle. There's the cuff. Remember, it's at an angle this way. The cuff is above the hand. And I believe in this side as well, yeah. Come around. Oops, get out of there.